Back in DayZ, and it is all about the night. What? So we're talking about the night today, and we might die because somebody was shooting at me, I believe, through the building, on the building. So what I thought was really neat that I've been able to do is hold. I don't know. I think he's like hiding in the building. But you can like put your head down, and you can see in the building. This is Razzle Dazzle. He's a bit of an odd person. Doesn't know why his folks named him like this. And, yeah, he's had a bit of a rough time. I mean, how would you feel with a name like Razzle Dazzle? And we are losing characters like crazy. So anyways, I was like glitching kind of through the walls by looking like with like LT, kind of holding LT, and then I was able to like turn my character's body around and kind of flip around through the building looking through it, and also do like weird contortionist things to see my own character. And I thought that was pretty funny, so I was just messing around. I was expecting that guy. Well, I didn't expect him to actually be able to shoot me, but it happens. So I don't know where we are now. It's kind of stupid to run with the flare at night. But let's talk about the darkness. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? I was born in darkness, molded by its hide and see the lights. Until I talked about seeing the darkness in this game. Anyways, so the time of day can have an effect on your visibility and ambient temperatures. Keep in mind that everything works perfectly fine, so some of this might not be relevant 100% yet. Basically, it makes it dark out, and you're not really able to adjust things too much. I have no damn idea where I am, actually, to be honest. I can't fucking see anything. I was by, like, a destroyed house, so whatever. So as the sun sets, the temperature can drop in the world, and it'll be enveloped by darkness. Is this like a drive-in place or something? I honestly have no idea where I am. I hate the darkness in DayZ. I have no idea what I'm doing in it. But yeah, we're going to talk about generally how to handle it. Because while I don't like dealing with it, it's a part of the game, and I know a lot of people like playing around in the creepiness. So at night, the moon will provide a natural light source, obviously, and real star constellations in the sky that do not seem to exist. Unless I am blind or something. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I can't catch a break today. Anyways, so yeah, then you're able to use the constellations and the stars in the sky to sort of guide your journey. They help a lot. Obviously, they're not present, so I can't exactly showcase them off, because it just seems to be a pitch black sky. I'm assuming something went wrong with their server setup. That's why we even have night, because we weren't supposed to get it, from what I understand. Anyways, on top of that, yeah, you can kind of use it as a guideline, just like people use the sun during the day. I personally don't, but I know people do. So that's a cool thing. I'm assuming one of these roads will take us to something. Oh, we're on the wrong side of here's the map. Does the road end here? Well, that's just fucking great. Okay. Where are we? Obviously, your flare can help a lot, but it will tell people where you are. Did that say to the right or down the... Does that mean down that way, or does it mean straight down that way? I think it means this way. I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, the flare will obviously help you a bit. You can see how much it's lighting. So yeah, it's a day-night cycle. The game kind of naturally cycles through. So, like real life, you see things in the day, and then nighttime it's a little bit harder to see things. And it gets progressively darker. And, yeah, it's not great. So you usually need a light source to safely sort of navigate the night, unless you have brightness to your TV or good visibility generally. You can also use a flashlight, which will require you to find a flashlight and a battery. We've kind of shown those in the past and ran throughout the day with one of those one time, which I thought was pretty funny. You can also get a head torch, which has a similar thing. And there is a weapon-mounted tactical flashlight. So that's pretty cool too, right? And yeah, you can kind of really give away your position by having a light source. I mean, obviously people hiding in a tree that I can't see from here would be like, oh look, it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, let's mount him up on the wall. That's kind of, the situation that would happen here. Where the bloody fuck am I? Sorry, I have no idea where I am. So servers kind of recognize the time of day based on a couple different options. I'm not going to say right now basically how that's tied to like real life or anything like that, because the servers seem to be... No, the flares die now. No. I guess they don't go forever. That is so sad that they die out. No. It's a drenched flare. That's sad. I'm really sad about that. So yeah, basically there's certain tie-ins for how these servers recognize day-night. And we'll talk about that in the future when they've got it all ironed out. As far as like kind of the finale or final thoughts on how their servers are going to do, because we don't exactly know yet what the hell they're going to do with their day and night. They've also, I guess, I've heard night vision goggles mentioned, but they're like ultra rare, and I don't think they're available yet in this. And honestly, I thought they might give more, I don't know, ways to survive the night or how to handle the night better, because you can't see anything. So when you're playing in the night, obviously, this is lit up, so you can see your nav easily. The best things you can do are sort of to stay off lit up areas. So I kind of trying to find out where I need to go, where the hell I am, because it is night. I'm using the road. Notice how the road is lit up on my screen. Notice how the trees are dark. If you're being kind of smart, sneaky, wanting to kill other people, the best thing you can do is hide off to the side, because you won't be able to notice people. See, look how much the road is lit up compared to everything else. If there were stars, that would help a lot, obviously, with finding out where you need to go. But that is kind of not present. So kind of look for materials that sort of stand out to you. And at this current point, buildings are very well lit up. So you can go in buildings and there's good visibility in them. They're very easy to see in. And that helps quite a bit. It's mostly using logical sense when you're at night, because you've seen night in real life, so you should know how to handle the night. If you're trying to hide from people, wear darker clothing. See how the gray is kind of standing out a bit, even when I'm here? Try to find dark clothes if you're going to be doing a lot of night stalking. Do the Batman motto. Only blacks and very dark grays. That will help you basically blend in. Don't wear bright neon colors. You're going to get shot or killed because they can see you. And you can also try different things like doing this. And you notice how basically the clothing, I think this clothing's a little bit more visible, but you see how your clothing can directly affect. Did I just throw that on the ground? I think I just threw it on the ground. Threw it on the ground. But you get an idea of what I mean, right? Your clothing can directly alter your visibility. Kind of see how your non-pants kind of blend in your skin. If it's like a white character, obviously is a little bit more visible. Obviously. Just stating factual things. So like I mentioned, flashlights, very good. You can turn them on and off. Very helpful. I think they're a lot more essential now that you actually have night present in the game. Whether you use one is up to you. You do night how you want to do night. We also mention, I guess, the portable gas lamps. Assuming we get those in this. I don't think we have those yet. And that will be able to help out. They're basically a different couple options for portable and size. And then you throw a small gas canister and you attach it to that and you're able to see. And then there's the flashlights for the guns. These are ones that you can put on your weapons, particular weapons. And you gotta kind of find that, and you need a battery too for those. And then that'll be able to function. And then you'll be able to use that. And I guess it's a tactical advantage to a degree, but it also makes you seriously more visible. Finally, we have the head torch. Kind of black or gray options. Assuming these are in here. Again, you need a battery in order for those to function. If you're making a fire to cook food, that's probably going to be a good telltale sign of where you are. Shit, I lost the road. There it is. See, it's nice and gray, so it's easy to see. I honestly have no idea where I am. It's just completely pitch black. So you can also make a torch. So you use a wooden stick, and you can kind of craft it with things. You can use rags, bandages. You can use animal lard whenever we have that. Do we have animal lard right now? I don't know. I don't come across too many animals. And yeah, then you're able to craft a torch. And then from there, so basically you kind of take your... Well, I guess it depends on what you're wanting to use. You can use wooden sticks or the sharpened sticks and combine it with the objects that I mentioned, and it can be improved or refueled using the resin from trees. Simply walk up to a tree with a torch in your hands and you'll receive the option to add resin, which I wish I could be showing you right now, but we have absolutely nothing. But we've reached a town, so that's cool. I don't know what town. I wasn't really paying attention because I couldn't see road signs. You can notice how ill-equipped I am to handle this due to the character wipes. My old character would have been so much better equipped for this situation. And again, I apologize, but gotta make do with what we end up with. I'm trying to recognize if I know the town. I'm quite thirsty right now, so that does not help. Hard hat, yeah. Now they have a bright icon that can hit me. Again, you're seeing the kind of factor of clothing and equipment on your character based on, where you are and the time of day. And it could potentially be detrimental to my character wearing this bright helmet here. I personally think it makes my character stand out quite a bit in a bad way. But, the choice is up to you. I have no idea where I fucking am in this. Usually I do, but like here I am just, it's dark. I don't know. And there's not a lot of resources. Things are not looking good. I've just got this dampened, burnt out torch here that does nothing for me. And because I didn't show it in this video, when your clothes are wet, you can put them in your hand and you can hold RT to wring them out and clean them. So that's, I guess, a good tip if it's raining and it's dark out too. That can help quite a bit. So yeah, I hope these general details help a little bit with your night, at least at a basic sense. And I'll be able to do it a little bit more in depth once I get set up again with items and a little bit more comfortable with the new changes to the game, because they are quite different. Jesus Christ, how wet is this goddamn thing? Good enough. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the darkness. It's a lot of common sense, folks, as far as surviving the night. And then being smart about creating lighting sources. We're not really making a lighting source video. This is supposed to be a night guide. Don't matter, because this character's gonna die. Razzle Dazzle's gonna die of thirst. I'm just lost, sad in the dark. There's a train station here? Am I on a coast? I'm at one of the coast places. It's kind of sad being all alone in the night and dying like this. What is that? Is that the moon? I honestly can't fucking tell because it's not. There's like nothing lighting up the sky. It's just a scary pitch blackness. It's pretty sad, actually, to be honest. Is it just like a reflection on my screen? I think that's the moon. Oh, what do we got here? Nothing? Isn't that an item? Hell yeah, it is. Rasputin saving the day for about 3 seconds. I don't normally drink Rasputin kvass, but when I do, it's when I'm about to fucking die. So that should keep me fighting until the end of this, hopefully. This character's kind of a lost cause anyways. Nighttime is not a kind place to those that are unprepared for its darkness. But yeah, you know, I think DayZ with this night thing, I don't personally like it. But I think it would be cool to show off, you know, kind of the night and give you some hopefully helpful ideas. And I'm sure other people have more interesting things as well to kind of help further. And I know, you know, that it would be helpful to have sort of gamma options in that, but I think they're really trying to give us a true darkness, because I'm sure there's, like, this is supposed to be, you know, something that is realistic, and some people like the nighttime, and they want to have that sense of a zombie situation at night. And I guess this is giving it to them. That is definitely the moon, I think. It's not very bright at all. Oh, I guess as you die, you kind of see more too, right? Makes your screen a little bit, like, grayer. Apparently, I guess, zombies are a little less hostile at night. I don't know about that, but it's just crazy. Just madness. And I think we have glow sticks. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think that's in this version yet, but it's something mentioned too. It's so hard to do these guide things when there's not a lot of details out there. The game is so rapidly changing and being adjusted. It's just shocking to deal with, quite honestly. Because one day it's daytime, the next it's pure blackness. And then the characters are gone. And you don't know what to do, and then you get these new characters. Your new characters just die and get shot and killed. But at least we're getting those character interactions that people were whining for before. Because I was hiding from everybody. We're like going to do a cool world tour with the new character getting all those fun items. I was just about back at the coast. I can't see a damn thing. Blair, why aren't you working? I can't see anything. I am actually very curious where I'm at. I mean, I'm at a coast, obviously, and I walked through like a... Did I even, like, check out that town, really? I kind of looked at it and I just kept walking. I think I've, like, written off this character already because of that. I just kept moving. I don't know what's happening. It's just pitch black darkness. Let's make a call out there. Is there anyone out there? Hello? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Seriously, though, it's creepy. Well, I guess I could head more inland, but what would I find? So those are my thoughts, you know. Use things that stick out. Houses are visible. Roads are very clear. If you're not if you're trying not to be found by people, stay away from the lit up things, because that will kill you or get you killed. Obviously, if you have a light source, use it for travel. But when you're in like a small type of like city area, it's probably a good idea not to use it, because you're gonna let everyone know exactly where you are, and that, you know, really isn't a good thing to have happen. And I hope you got your fill of the night, because this is not a good situation. It's cool to like cover and talk about, but I don't find this very fun to play. You're just wandering around in the middle of nowhere, having no idea what's happening. I can't see anything. The only thing I see is the glare on my TV of like my room, which is kind of sad. A road. See, roads, good indications. Buildings, good indications. The sky, once it's settled, that will be helpful. Lights, use at your own risk. Be smart, stay safe, and I guess we'll just wait for Razzle Dazzle to die.